Whenever a game we love gets a new update, we need to do our very best to try and break it. And this new update came with a masked poisoner named Toxicarl. What you need to know about Toxicarl is he really likes the color pink, and he roams a dungeon with his poison flask. And he comes with his own unique item. Applies 3 poison to the nearest enemy. Permanently increases amount by 3 if an enemy dies from poison while the item is inside the machine. We're gonna get big poison numbers. And there's also Lucky Paws we can use. We haven't defeated anything with this new character yet, obviously, so we'll get those later. We always take the hands of our defeated enemies. So the first battle, as always, should be pretty easy. We have 12 damage coming our way, so I'll throw up some shields to begin. Then we need to start the poisoning. We need things to die from poison and poison only to really get the max effect out of this build. So I'm going to operate like a surgeon. We're going to pick up only the things we need when we need them. So this first knife is going to go into him. He's going to die to 7 poison damage. Now we just need to pick up a few shields to keep us mostly safe. We don't have to stay all the way safe. We can take a little bit of damage. Actually, he was going to die anyway, but now the poison flask has leveled up. So I just need to do that about 600 more times. I accidentally picked up the poison flask already, but we'll give him a whole bunch of poison. He's gonna die anyways, but we can make that poison flask nice and big, and then that will be good against the bosses because we might be able to just one-shot them with poison. I don't love any of these rewards, so we're just gonna reroll once. The serrated blade is new. This is fun. Attacks the nearest enemy and deals 1 damage for each stack of poison on the enemy. That's gonna be good in case poison starts letting us down. It never does, but it's nice to have options. Okay, we're gonna try and get the poison knife out there without picking up the flask. Didn't really work, but that's okay. We can take time at the beginning. These idiots aren't that strong. And we can whittle down their HP anyway. Then we need less poison to kill them. Okay, I at least released one of the poison daggers, and now they're only going to fire 10 damage back at us, so we're perfectly fine. So I had to scrape those off the floor sometimes, but we got it going now. He's got 4 poison damage, which will turn into 3, then 2, then 1. So we need him with just 1 more. And I actually managed to do that. So 1 for him. He will now die to poison. Well, honestly, to skip the turn. It's nice that we have that option now, less waiting for me. That might seem silly, but we can spend a lot of time waiting on the little things, because sometimes these things take a great many hours to accomplish. So he'll die in a few turns anyway. I don't really have to do anything at all anymore. The poison will take him. There's some cool new things here. I don't want them. Poison Flask is exactly the kind of thing we want. Doubles the nearest enemy's poison. And that's rare. That's why it had the dramatic sound and is purple. And it's machine reward time. Skip and collect rewards. Does that mean we get to skip this whole thing? I don't know if I want to. I don't know how that works. Oh, this is really good too. This is a very good synergy. Noxious Cape. At the end of your turn, gain 10 block for every poisoned enemy.
There's always going to be at least one, I think.
And that's hopefully going to mean I don't need to pick up as much shields along the way. Speaking of good ideas, let's jam the magnet into this pile of damage and gold coins. Wow. That was a lot. That was a lot more damage than I thought it was going to be, though. But now we get to visit this one, and she will heal us. But we're also going to try and grab a little bit of everything. Well, we only managed to grab 1 of the hearts, but we got some money, so that's fine. And now I have to fight a plant. There's not really a lot of good options down in there poison-wise, so I'm going to try and grab some shields to begin. We'll just drop that in, get some damage going. I would like to get that one, but it's a shame to take the poison, the double poison out already. I guess it doesn't matter, though. He's already got 4 poison, really, and if the knife hits first, which it does, 8 poison, 17 poison. And he's only going to fire back at us with 4 damage so far, and so that's all well and good. And my flask is up to 12 poison damage, so it shouldn't be long before that's up to something really stupid. 3 per turn. Yep, we'll just keep marching and marching and marching until something good happens. I do kind of want to try and grab that sword, or at least have it loose. It'd just be fun to use. We don't really need to use it because he's going to be dead in 2 turns anyway. He's going to fire at us for a little bit of damage. I want him to die to poison, so as long as we're blocking the damage, I could care less. In fact, it's even funnier if we just let him poison to death. I don't really love any of these. I want something that goes more with my build. We're out of rerolls already, but if you only pick a single item in a turn, it gets used twice. That could be like our flask, or our poison doubler, which would be a poison quadrupler now. And since I do have the money, I want to go the way of the anvil and the garbage can. Because we can certainly upgrade maybe the poison. So this triples the enemy's poison now. And I'm going to upgrade one of these. So it's going to apply 6 poison now. Then I want to go to the garbage thing because I want to throw out a few things. Maybe like a basic knife and a basic shield. Just to have a little more room in the machine. I'm not really sure what Gandalf does. Okay, so we can transmute it into a different item type. Okay, that's interesting. I don't really know the use of that offhand, but I'm sure that's a great thing. Okay, we got a lot of enemies. He's only going to do 4, he's going to do 7, he's going to do 8, so that's 19 in total. So we're going to get the poisoning a little bit. I do also need to grab a few shields. I'm definitely going to need to grab like a bigger shield at some point because these ones aren't going to cut it for very long. But we can absorb a little bit of damage. Like this guy's going to die to poison before anything, so we've only got 12 damage coming our way. Because one of them was poisoned though, we did get some shield. I don't know if I'm going to like accidentally hook that thing or not at some point. But this will get the poison party going on him. Actually, you know what? If we pick up the flask, I tried to get it. Well, that's fine. Because that puts him up to 22 poison, so he's dead soon. There's pink glowing jumping spikes in the machine now as well. I'm mostly going to ignore them because I can. We're just going to put some shield up. I'm actually going to skip this next turn so that he can just die to poison. We're going to block the gummy bear kitty cat. They are a little bit annoying the way they're moving right now. I won't lie. But that's okay. We're going to get the poison party started. Poison for everyone. This is going to be so painfully slow, but it's going to be worth it in the end. Okay, I'm going to pick up the sword thing. Oh, we're going to use this twice, aren't we? Ooh, this was a mistake. No, actually, he's not dead. I thought he would because I can't count. Okay, he's got 6 HP. He's going to take 6 poison damage. So we'll just let him melt. The flask goes up even more. I know I need a better shield, but I'll take a shield for that. What does a pearl do? It's not doing anything currently. I'm sure it's got a use somewhere. We're just going to re-roll 3 poison damage to all enemies. That's actually really good for us. There's an Easter event. Gives you a reward when collected. Does it all give me rewards? What should I be trying to grab here? All of it. Oh, I did a really bad grab. Well, that's what you get for being greedy. All right, Easter's canceled, kids. Okay, 13 damage coming our way. The poison grenade's actually going to be good because if we poison multiple enemies, we get a lot of shield from that. So I'm going to see if I can grab that poison grenade out of there. I want to drop the sword. Yep, perfect. Lots of poison going out, and we're going to gain big shield. So we had 40 shield just because they're all poisoned. There's also poisonous spores, so I can also poison myself if I pick those up. I shouldn't have picked up that though, because now he's going to die to non-poison things. Well, that's okay. As long as we're picking up poison grenades, everything will die to poison and we'll live happily ever after. Plus we get a lot of shield. I do want to grab a bit of a bite out of that. We're going to get even more poison going on them and a little more damage. Honestly, I could just skip the turn because that's going to give me more than enough shield. And I'm going to skip the next turn anyway, just so he can die. Now we just got to worry about him. And you know what? We can just actually, I think this is so strong, we can just basically skip turns until he's dead. He is healing, but he's not healing as fast as we're hurting him. Well, the poison's doing all the work. I'm just sitting here laughing at him, basically. He can't out-heal the damage. There is a very rare helmet that would double our block. That's probably going to take up a big spot in the machine. Do we want that? Maybe I should take that. Yeah, I'm going to take that just because it's a big one. I think this might be a boss fight. Knight Commander of the Order of Defend-A-Lot. Got it. So out of these things, I want the thing that just causes us to poison things when we attack. I don't think any of these are the option. I actually don't really like either of those. I don't want to attack the attacker, and I don't want water, so I'm actually going to skip that garbage. All right, let's get greedy and try and grab 3 piggy banks. Don't know if that's going to work. They're pretty bulky. It sort of kind of worked. And those are going to give us 8 and 6. Okay, so he has 190 HP. The toxic flask does 30 poison damage. So we can just go ahead and... Oh, I should have tried to pick that up by itself. That was stupid of me. Well, whatever the case, we'll grab some more stuff. Well, that's actually kind of good in a way. We've gone up to 20 block. So what I want to pick up now is the poison flask. It triples the enemy's poison. But if I pick up only it, I think we use this twice. So triple and triple, 274 poison damage. I think we've already succeeded in sort of breaking things. But we can still die, so we need to build up some toughness. But he just way died from simple poison. This is funny. Whenever an enemy dies with 10 or more stacks of poison, we gain 5 coins. We're going to be rich. Then we want to go to garbage land here. Because we want to throw away something. I don't think I want this serrated blade anymore, as fun as that seemed. Maybe we're going to throw away 2 of those as well. We really only want to poison enemies. Am I sure that was a good idea? Not in the slightest. Okay, we're also going to take on an elite fight. So we have a overweight axolotl, a flying eyeball, and whatever that is. Okay, so to begin though, we got our poison grenades. So we're going to poison all of them. That's going to give us 30 block immediately at the end of our turn. I want to try and pick up the poison tripler too. So that's going to give him 33 poison, 34 rather. So he's almost dead already. So every turn we're going to get an automatic 30 shield anyway, which isn't actually enough to block all of their damage coming for us. But that's perfectly fine because we can just pick up a few shields to cover the top and then we'll be fine. We'll let poison take care of this thing. Because they can't dodge poison, can they? Oh, they can dodge poison. Well, shows what I know. I didn't want to pick up that knife. That's still okay, though. He's going to survive the knife. But he's got 36 poison damage behind that. Okay, honestly, we just skip the turn. Let the poison run its course. And now we're going to get 20 shield per turn. It would be nice to have more items that do just like more big poison. But like this will poison him pretty badly for 19. And if we pick up the poison grenade, it's going to go off twice. So it's going to add 6 poison to both of them. I didn't even realize the one in behind was going to die. But it did. Now our poison flask will give, as soon as it holds still, 33 poison. And we could use that twice. So we're going to go ahead and just end the turn because we're going to get 10 shield and we're just going to end the turn again. Just let him die from poison. This seems overpowered. We're going to do a few rerolls since we're going to make lots of money just looking for good stuff. Do I want a big shield? Probably. We're going to throw one of those in the mix just in case. You never know when we're going to need some blocks suddenly. Ooh, this is good. Yeah, we're definitely going mining for these things. I want to try and get my claw right down in there. Real deep leg. All right, good job, me. Let's try that again. We're going to take some damage here, but it's obviously worth it because we got some kind of a reward. Oh, it lets me go again. Must be feeling sorry for me. Okay, we get 3 turns. All right, we picked that one up fair and square. So we'll get to see what beautiful rewards. I want an additional choice on the perkomat. I think some of those perks could really put us over the top potentially. Oh, okay. Well, you know, we'll go ahead and pick that up since you're offering. The spikes are jumping into the thing. I don't know if I love this. Gives 1 dodge and applies 3 poison to everyone, including yourself. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, we'll get dodge. I don't know, really. We're going to get some poison on him. That poison is enough to block the damage it's about to be coming our way. I guess we'll pick up the smog bomb while we're at it. We're going to poison ourselves a little bit here, but we're going to poison them as well. So now we're going to get double the amount of shield and a dodge. But our flask is now up to 39 poison damage already. Gonna try and scoop up just that by itself. I actually got that. Clearly I've had just the right amount of coffee today. So he's got 11... oh, I didn't mean to pick up the flask. I meant to hit spacebar again there. Well, you know what? That's fine. 154 poison for him. I feel like I'm gonna need some heals at some point too. Something in the machine that could heal me would make me feel better. Maybe just heal on hit. If we could get the perk that has us heal for 1 HP when we hit an enemy. Or poison. There's a lot of things I want. I'm going to get really greedy on this. Metal shield is blocked by 7. Reduces incoming damage to 1 for 1 turn, but removes your block. Don't think I want that. I think I'm actually going to re-roll this. I don't like any of these, so we're just going to skip. We got a good build going, so we can fight Walrath the Blubarian or Mickey Mouse. Goobert, King of Slimes. I can't remember. This one, as I recall, is annoying. I can't remember why. So we'll fight this thing. We do get some heals before we do, which is good. Also potentially some damage. You know, let's go ahead and grab that and get out of here before we lose any more of our HP. Please get in there. A magnet. No, this isn't a magnet build. Since money's not really going to be a problem, I just want to try it. Wow. That was horrible. I was going to say, since money's not a problem, we're going to take the heals. But instead, we're just going to take nothing at all. But we'll be okay. Walrath the Blubarian has 360 HP. So we didn't pick up the flask by itself, but it was in a weird spot for that, so that just wasn't going to happen. We'll get the poison going on him. And we're going to clear up some of this stuff. I got to try and get the poison flask by itself, which might not really be possible. Well, I might be able to scoop it up there, actually. So that's going to add a little bit of poison to him there. If we drop that there... Yeah, I got the poison tripler by itself, so take him to 460 poison. So he's dead. At the end of your turn, gain 10 block for every poisoned enemy, so that's actually really good as well. Well, because we already have it, but now we're going to get 20 block for every poisoned enemy. They should all be poisoned, but that's just a lot of block. This would also be nice too. So we're going to go to the upgrade and throw her awayer. So we'll pick something to upgrade, which will probably honestly just be one of those. So we apply a little extra damage and poison. What do we want to get rid of now? I feel like we don't need the double blocker anymore. That just takes up a lot of space. Yeah, I'm good with that. Little reckless decision, and we definitely want a treasure chest reward. We're going to have an elite battle. And to begin, we're going to do some poisoning. We're going to poison all of them, and that's going to give us 60 shield. If that seems like a lot, it's because it is. Those 2 items are stuck together. I suppose that doesn't matter much anyway. Oh good, they can make everything invisible. Well, they're all poisoned still, at least for now. So we're going to add some shield, and yeah, we're going to get 60 shield at the end of the turn. I'm just grabbing whatever I can because I can't see anyway. I don't really want to grab the wrong thing. I need them to die from poison. So he's almost dead. He will die next turn. Our health is fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, honestly, I'm so annoyed by this ink. I'm just going to skip the turn, let him die, let everyone else do their thing. There, I saw the poison thing again. Poison flask. So we'll keep the poison going on them. Then we got to find a way to get the poison up. You know what's funny? You can actually hover behind the ink. And if you hover on an item, it'll tell you what it is and where it is. I think we grabbed it. Was it in that mess? Nope. No, it was not. No, look, there's all of our stuff. Okay, well, that's going out solo, so that's going to do quite a bit to him. Get the poison going. Then we're going to try and fish out the golden flask when we can to get that poison up just a little more. Okay, get the poison flask by itself, so we're going to way increase his poison. So 157 should be the end of Idiot Stick. I'm just going to grab some shields or whatever for now, just because I feel better with shield. Even though we're going to get, well, we're up to 50 shield. I scooped into the corner there to try and just sort of get past all that mess. I forgot how good poison is too, because I'm pretty sure it ignores their shield. So they can have all the shield in the world, and it's not going to help them one little bit. There's a little bit more poison. 13 for them. So I could just skip through a few turns and they'd be dead. Oh, he's doing 30 though, actually. So we do need to still pick up some shields. Otherwise, he can override. We'll generate 20 shield. But if he's giving us 30, well, you get the idea. I want the gold one. I didn't mean to grab both, but that's still just fine. In fact, that's better, because now he'll die instantly. Okay, I don't want any of those. Already had one of those. Nope, nope, nope. How much money do we have? We have lots of money. Rerolling for 10 though is stupid, and I'm not that stupid. I do think I get to pick out of 3 rewards here though, so hopefully we get something amazing. None of these are particularly great, so we'll take the cat suit, retain up to 1 dodge in between turns. That might just keep us alive at some point. Now we have to fight these 2 beautiful idiots. I suppose we'll start with a poison grenade, just so they're both poisoned, and then we get maximum shield in return. Then if we grab that one by itself, we get to do extra poison. So that'll take them from 4 all the way up to 18. Which is a lot. So let me grab into this corner. There's a lot of poison and damage. But that's good. He's up to 85 poison. The alligator is, we're just going to skip the turn. Now the poison can focus on the alligator. Okay, things took a weird hop there. I ended up with just Fluff. That's fine. He's poisoned, so we'll absolutely defeat his shield. He has lots of HP, so we can just grab a big old bunch of whatever. And poison will eventually run its course on him. I like this new setup because I can just skip turns everywhere, and we just get through this so quick. I don't have to wait anymore. We just turbocharge his poison. Not getting super lucky on the items these past few, but that's okay. We're going to save up our money. I'm going to fight Squidward because it's, I think, maybe going to be a poison battle. I can't remember how he works. Okay, this time I'm going to try and do a little better about grabbing, anything at all. Everything's so dense now. I feel like he used to, condense more. Doesn't matter anyway, we're going to fight him. So the first thing we're going to do is grab a whole bunch of poison. That's good. I meant to grab one more of those, but that's fine. So he's up to 62 already. Now we need to try and grab that by itself, which isn't actually a very easy grab at all. So we're going to try and isolate it. Depending on where the new items drop in, we'll be able to super poison. I mean, 66 is still a lot of poison. But the poison flask wound up pretty isolated, so I can easily grab it. He's going to do 25 damage. But he's also going to take 600 poison damage, so we'll just watch him melt. That felt good. Blockmaster will help keep us alive. Retain up to 25% of your block in between turns. So if there's 3 poison enemies, we get 60 block. We'll get 15 over. The brass knuckles. I don't actually really want those, believe it or not. What I want, do I want upgrades? I don't really want upgrades or throwing away either. Like, I have everything I need. I mostly just need to get lucky for more poison items. That's all I really want. Speaking of poison items, we are going to give them all a great bit of poison here. And that means we're very safe and they're very boned. But just to be mean, we're going to give them a little more poison. The build came together very quickly. I'm not actually sure. Oh, it's our own poison that hurt us. Yeah, we're going to need something about our own poison damage because we're going to take quite a lot of that. But that's fine. We can have lots of poison. Eventually we just get something and give us even just a little bit of healing, and that would be more than enough. All right, that's going to triple first guy's poison up to 58, so he's dead. Nope, he dodged that. He would have been dead. Let's phrase that way. I think we can remove his dodge if we throw a knife at him. He'll dodge that, but then, the poison actually went away. Interesting, I didn't know that could happen. Well, that's okay. We can just put it right back on with this thing. Here you go. Enjoy your poison life. Back up to 8. The other 2 are also actually about to die. It's tough being a poisoner. So we poisoned ourselves, but we've also hurt them quite a lot too. I need a little bit more poison for idiot number 1. It'd be a little easier if the items just stop jumping around. Okay, so what does that do? Removes all negative effects at the start of turn. Okay, so we've got to manage to do 15 poison to him if we want the effect to work on him. So actually, if we grab these 2, he's going to dodge 1 though, isn't he? Well, 14 poison damage will finish him off. And then our flask goes up again. So the reward that I want here is the one your mom likes, the Suspicious Rod. And we didn't get it. I guess we'll heal 5 health after each fight. That's not very exciting. The Suspicious Rod deals 3 poison damage to all enemies, I think, at the start of every battle. So you can see how that would be beneficial to our cause. These two are big time healers. So instead of letting them heal, let's just poison. Well, they can still heal, but they're going to take a lot of poison damage also. So there goes those two. He's down to 37 with 11, 26. He actually healed back to full almost. I didn't realize they could get so much healing. But as long as there's poison on both of them, we can shield through anything they can throw at us, I'm pretty sure. We'll start whittling down though. Here's some knives. I do want poison on hit. That would also really expedite this process. Okay, what do they have? Reduces all incoming damage for 1 turn. Well, to counter that, let's just go ahead and triple his poison. So he can dodge it all he wants. He still has 52 poison hanging over his head. I think I need to remove all items that don't give poison. I guess I can remove most of the shields too. I really only need the big one at this point. Because they're really just getting in the way at this point. I need very few items. It's a very functional build. Okay, so he's very dead. He's not yet dead. So we'll try and drop a little more poison on him. So we take a little bit of that stuff. What's our flask up to right now? 66 already. So we'll skip a turn. He's almost dead. And we'll skip a turn. He's not dead because that thing ate the damage. Oh, his poison went away from that. That's sad. I want to try and grab that poison grenade. Yep. Without grabbing that, because the poison grenade won't... Oh, he does deal the poison. I'm just stupid. Okay, never mind. He's dead. The flask jumped up to a lot. Plus that money's getting big because all that poison. That synergy. Okay, I'm not taking anything else. I'm not rerolling for that much. We probably want the shredder room at this point. Because I just want to get rid of some of these shields. I'll keep like one of them. I'm actually going to get rid of one of those. I'm going to get rid of both of those. They're just in the way. If I could pick up one item at a time, we're better. That costs 70. Okay, we're going to go ahead and fight the gooey Goobert. Maybe it's better if we fight him now because he seems to not be going anywhere. He's going to be stronger later, I think, if we leave him here. What is this thing? Oh, it's a tentacle. Okay, so we probably want to stick on some of that. Did I get the chest? Yes, we did. We got a few spikes, but I think we've healed through them. Another magnet? Absolutely not. What do we got here? Okay, we'll grab some piggy bank and 2 coins. That's fine. That'll start to put the money back on. We just spent a lot getting rid of everything we have. But look at how nice all this is. Like, I have so much room to pick up whatever I want. So we'll start with the flask. Does that go off twice now? It does. So he's up to 140 poison already. So with a little luck... Oh, I tried to pick up the tripler flask by itself. But then again, we don't need to. 420, so he's basically dead. I just gotta go skip turn and then he's dead. Poison is strong. Okay, these rewards are all bad. Can we do better? Ooh, each attack applies 1 poison. But at the end of your turn, gain 10 block for every poison enemy. We probably want that, because I think we could actually make ourselves immortal with this. So now to begin, I really wanted that. That's okay. We can pick up both of these together, and a shield. And then we're going to poison everyone, including ourselves. That's going to be poison and lots of shield for us. So we do need some antidote for ourselves at some point. But that could wait because we're just obscenely strong. I would just like one more item that does a lot more big poison. The flask is up to 69. So we can hit that for basically 140 poison damage. And then we can triple that right away. And I mean, we keep tripling and tripling and tripling that too. It really doesn't matter. 19 shield left over. This is just unfair at this point. We're going to be able to go forever on this one. Since this thing can negate damage, let's just go ahead and triple and triple again its poison. So 166 for it. So it's what we call dead. So we can just go ahead and skip this turn, honestly. 73 shield anyway, like they can't hurt us. So we'll just skip this turn too. We've already completely destroyed this game. Hey, look at that. 15 damage, 15 poison. So it'll just die. Perfect amount. There's another... Yeah, I think I actually want to take that. That's a simple item, but we need just more things that poison. Now we have to fight another gummy cat, a pile of slime, and a clown on his spring. How very interesting. Our luck on this has been really crazy so far. Like, we could have gotten completely different stuff for completely different builds, and this could have been a really underpowered thing so far. But because of our poison shield combination, we're just so stupidly, like, invincible. Like, we had 90 shield plus 2 dodge or something there. Regular enemies stand very little chance. I did not mean to take the flask out of the machine. Oh well, worst things have happened. We're just going to go ahead and skip this turn. Then we can just get right back to work. Actually, let's grab the poison tripler because that's going to finish off the next guy big time. And we'll continue also make you a lot of money. We're at floor 15 to 20. Okay, I was going to skip that turn, so we'll let nature take its course. Actually, I didn't kill him. Each attack applies 1 oh, we're getting poisoned a little bit. I didn't even realize. That's okay. Skip turn. He's going to die. We do need some poison nullification. I think poison is the one thing that could and probably will kill us eventually, ironically. Couple of stabs for him. Perfect. And he's... Oh yeah, the flask isn't in the machine anyway. I didn't need to do that. So we could have a thrower away or we'll take the fights because we'll get rewards from these at least. Plus the fights do improve our flask, which is up to 75 poison damage. And the more poison damage, well, as long as they have over 10, we're making coins. If we're making coins, we're getting upgrades. Okay, it's like, this is a great build for turns like this. Like, I don't have to go fishing around in the goo. Those two are still poisoned, so we're still going to get lots of shield. So I don't need to risk any goo grabs. Same thing again, actually. We're up to 75 shield. There we are. Now we can grab these two to reassert some poison. So he's up to 15. If we grab the magic poison tripler and tripler again, that will put him up to 139. So he's dead. Now it's just one more idiot. And with all the poison damage we do, we have to do like very little to absolutely get the poison so high. And he's got 21 damage coming my way, but there's no way he's gonna like outperform us. Reroll, gain 2 block every time you use an item. That's pretty good, but we don't need any more block. Smug bomb is funny. I'm not rerolling for that. Way too expensive, even with this much money. Didn't mean to grab the poison tripler right away. Well, that's okay. That put him up to 13 poison. How many of those did I just grab? Oh, it was only 3. Good. I was worried we are going to kill him with damage rather than poison. We got 9 poison damage ourselves. We really got to be careful with that. I think our dodge will currently take care of the first poison hit, but that should drop the poison by half. Nope, that actually ticked off on us because we dodged his attack. The poison might creep up and kill us at some point throughout this, because I keep feeling like I'm so invincible that nothing can hurt us when clearly it can. But what else is new? I only ever died to carelessness and lack of skill and lack of thinking. In my defense, I feel like we're fighting a bush. I feel like I have good ideas, I just forget them 3 seconds later because a shiny object distracts me and then I'm focused on that. But we got these guys nice and poisoned up already. We're going to poison the bush, so he's super dead. Now it's just dealing with Bushy. A few goldies going out, 21 poison for him. So I don't know, we'll just grab basically whatever at this point, it doesn't matter. He's doomed in a few turns. So that poison tick dropped him to 22. We're just going to skip the turn and let him wither away. It's funny at the beginning we found such rare things, and since then we found very little. Do I want to fight Queen Beatrice, or... I know both of these have annoyed me at times too. I feel like the bosses here have defeated me on all sorts of runs. I have very negative associations with all of them. But we're going to fight Beatrice. Come on, grab some hearts. Oh, that was a good grab. We don't need the money, we just need the heals. And I doubt we really need the heals too, to be fair. 491 HP is not a lot. Not only going to get a triple, so it's already up to 194 poison. So I don't even need to like single grab the poison tripler. I just need the poison tripler in a handful like that. Then we're going to one-shot the boss. Okay, I'm going to reroll these. We're looking for things that really synergize. Free upgrade at the blacksmith is kind of nice, but we're rich, so we don't need it. I don't love any of those. We got the money, we might as well use it. Don't know if I want to reroll one more time. I guess this is nice though. Whenever you take any damage, one remaining item from your deck is added to the machine. That could put back some of the things that can add poison and stuff. I don't want that, so we're leaving. I think we're actually going to take a mystery room here. I don't think I need to throw anything away. Okay, there's some good chests and there's some better chests. Rare mystery chest. Do I only have 1 claw? I can't get to that. Can't get to anything. Another poison grenade. I do sort of want that. Oh, there's a reroll for these too. I never noticed that before. I'm so good at this. Okay, I want to head for the anvil so we can upgrade some of our stuff using our big amount of money. So let's go ahead and poison everyone to begin. And that's going to give us a shield to keep us safe. And then we just sit back and let the poison happen. Oh, the flask isn't in the machine though. We're going to have to remove some items. The flask always needs to be in the machine really. Or at least have higher odds of increasing it. But it'll hopefully show up now. Nope, it still did not. Oh man, I didn't want to have to think and strat. Oh, it is in there. I just didn't see it. Maybe I didn't. I'm just stupid. Whatever the case, we'll just keep going. Flooring 19 out of 20 already. I'm just going to skip the turn there. Frog can die. Everyone else can start to feel the poison. I do want the one though that's going to like half our poison at the end of every round, whatever that is. That would make me feel better because the poison is going to sneak up on us. I'm so worried about that. He's going to get double hit though. 22 poison. Then we hit him with this. That's going to poison both them. Plus 2 him damage plus extra poison. So he's dead. 37. Oh, he's got 43 shield. So we can't kill him no matter what we throw at him. So we'll go for the poison approach. 28. Yeah, whatever. Skip turn. He's almost dead. Then we skip turn again. And then he's all the way dead. Super dead. Poison grenade gives 5 poison to all enemies. Yes. I think I actually just want 2 gold poison grenades. That should be fine. Well, we might as well, I guess, upgrade whatever we can. More damage and more poison for everyone. So we already got the upgraded poison by itself, so everyone's going to get 12 poison. Then we're going to try and sneak in beside the poison flask. There we are. The poison flask, by the way, is now up to 105. But everyone's got a healthy amount of poison, which means a good amount of shield for us. That's actually a lot of damage coming back. I think we're still perfectly fine though, aren't we? 113. Oh, we're more than fine. So I just sit back and let the poison run its course. The Pope Squid is going to die immediately. The other two are still going to get really, really hurt. Yeah, I'm just going to skip turns until they die. I don't even have to look or watch. It's so... I want to grab that. I can't ignore all that gold stuff. This is mostly just poison, and a poison tripler. So he's up to 55. It's just funny. That's all. I only rerolled once, and I don't want that. Now we fight the Angry Lizard. I do actually want both of those as well. We might as well. We have such a good build. And as long as we're landing lots of poison on everyone and not ourselves getting murdered, like, I don't think anything can really defeat us. Not very easily. The flask is up to 114. It's still going up. Obviously not as... Uh-oh. That was very laggy. That was worrisome. All right, I'm going to grab a whole handful of that. I think that's the tripler, so... These guys will just get more community poison. Try and grab a little more for them. It would be nice to see this guy go all the way dead, but he's not quite going to be there. That's pretty crazy though. The other ones have 20 poison damage each. And like, I haven't touched them with anything other than these gold poison grenades. So it gets there no matter what I'm doing. So let's let him die. And then the other two are only going to be a few turns anyway. So we'll just skip turns until it happens. I'm too lazy to pick up anything else. The fish wearing robes have been deceased. Applies 5 poison to the last enemy. We don't really need that either. Although if we fight a boss with minions in front, that might actually be good. Okay, we need to get, I don't know, that one. Does that open it? Is there a puzzle here I'm supposed to solve? There might have been. I just randomly grabbed a key. The game's starting to lag a little bit. I'm not entirely sure why. I don't know if that's my computer finally melting again or something I'm doing in the game. So, oh, we only get the poison grenade, but that's fine. That still poisoned all the enemies. Lots of it. I'm going to pick up the poison tripler here too, because Whizclops up front is a healer. And healers just can't exist here. They just need to die. Think I can grab that without grabbing the flask? Oh, I sure can. Perfect. Nightboy here, defend a lot. He can have a lot of armor, so it's nice to get that out of the way. And you know what? We're going to hit him with a little more poison too. Before that, 49 poison. So we just have to skip 2 more turns and basically everything's dead. The bush might survive, but I mean, 1 HP.
The bush will now die.
Random reward. The helmet's nice. We're going to... Nope, don't want that. 1 more reroll. Definitely don't want that. Then we're going to stop at Grandma's house. We're definitely going to pick up a piggy bank. I'll take it. And then it's time to fight him. So we'll grab the flask by itself. 132 poison. Hopefully we get this by itself. Good. That's a good start. So we're going to hit him with big time 266 poison. I'm going to try and slip in beside that thing just a smidge. Again to try and, get it by itself so I can pick it up alone next turn. I mean, he's already got 280. Even that was a giant chunk of his HP. Oh, he's throwing piggy banks down. All right, you know what? We're just going to have to go ahead and try and grab that probably. I might be able to get that by itself. The piggy banks are a little awkward to work around. Well, you know what? That's fine because I think that's actually still going to kill him. Yeah, quite easily. So the final boss just died. And we got Toxic Carl's Lucky Paw. Each time you apply poison to an enemy, you apply 1 more stack. Imagine if we already had that. Imagine if we had several of those. Here's what we needed. 50% of your poison gets removed at the end of each turn. Very big for us. So we want to upgrade everything, really. Shuriken, apply 10 poison to the last enemy. This one, 5 poison and 2 dodge to myself. Also, the knife. I don't want to upgrade the shields because I don't care. Okay, we don't have any money. What is this? Toxic Bulwark. Increase block by 15, permanently increases amount by 3 if enemy dies of poison while this item is inside the machine. I'm out of money, but that would actually be a really good one. That synergizes with their build. We absolutely don't need it, but it would be funny. Let's see, do I want the hard battle or the hard battle plus the reward? We're fighting a literal piggy bank. Is this the right one? It applies 5 poison to all enemies. Yes, please. Let's get that going. Now that we're in endless mode, I do think the enemies get exponentially harder. Or at least they used to. Or at least I think that they used to. Whatever the case, more poison for everyone. We need these numbers to get big. The piggy bank is going to reward me with 86 coins when defeated. Am I reading that right? I mean, I'll take it. It just seems like a lot. And everyone else is also going to die. The poison stacks up so quickly now. Yeah, that actually gave me all those coins. I like where he's going for handfuls of gold stuff now. Huge amounts of damage for everyone. And the flask is now up to 135. So if we can manage to get that on a double drop, like by itself, that'll be 270. And then we can triple that and then triple it again, potentially. Basically, no one's safe. Oh, I actually screwed this one up because we killed him without poison. But we'll get over it. I want new things we can work with here. I don't know if we can find anything else that can synergize with us. From all of these, we'll increase our maximum health by 20. It's not very exciting, but will help keep us alive. Okay, we're going to start by giving everyone lots of poison again. I feel like the knight at the back is going to annoy me, so we're going to get him some poison damage for sure. Monohive. So it's like a beehive on a unicycle, really. Oh yeah, these are the annoying guys. They spawn the honey and it sticks everything together. I've definitely been defeated by some weird things like this. I did throw my flask in there, I think. Maybe I didn't. No, the flask is still sitting there. Don't know what I was looking at. Clearly I'm having vision problems today. Okay, we're up to 108 shield though, so despite everything there, we're going to be perfectly fine, and everyone is just going to die to poison. So we'll just skip the turn. As long as they're all poison, we get so much shield that nothing can defeat us, really. I don't feel like dealing with all this stickiness and everything, so we're just going to skip. Skip and skip. We don't have to do anything, so we won't. A few good rerolls. Do we want another poison grenade? Yeah, we probably do. We'll just keep stacking up. We'll throw fistfuls of poison grenades at everyone. We have full health, so I don't know. We'll just grab a piggy bank plus some coins. That's going to be a-okay. Now it's time for a boss fight. We are fighting Melimon. Before anything starts jumping around or gets weird on me, we're going to drop the super poison in. 300 poison. I'm going to try very gingerly to grab... I almost got it by itself. But that's okay. We're still going to triple the poison to 922, so they're dead. End mode boss, and they already died. Each attack applies 1 poison. Well, each attack applies 2 poison, thanks to my character. I'm actually going to get rid of the smog bomb, because it just poisons me, and that's getting annoying. $100 to shred all that, but we have so many poison grenades, nothing matters. There is a gun rat. It's a rat with an enormous gun. Not enormous enough to hurt us, though. More poison. Yeah, it would be funny if you turned all of the grenades into metal and then used a magnet. You could just literally throw fistfuls. What's all that? What is this? Increases damage taken by 1% and reduces the amount of stacks by 10 at the end of the turn. We're actually going to take a lot of extra damage from that. I would be worried, but I'm just sort of not. A lot of extra damage coming in, but we just have such a stupid amount of shield. Yeah, we're just going to throw more poison everything at everyone. Well, mostly the clown at the rear, but there's an extra 2 for him. Oh, he did actually hit me with that. Well, see, they're able to finally hit me, and I know at some point they're just going to steamroll me, but until then, they can enjoy my poison. Oh, we actually have a lot of poison on ourselves. I didn't realize that. Okay, time to start paying attention again. I'm not entirely sure where, I guess that's coming from him. So every time he hits us, he's adding that much more poison. All right, given that that's the case, we're going to give him a little more poison as well, just to be sure that he dies, because he can't hit us any more times. That's way too damaging. Strength potion doubles your strength. We've had a lot of fun with that. We need more of the poison tripler ones. If I can get 2 of those, we can get times 3 for the poison, and we get times 3 of that, and then times 3 of that. Imagine that. Well, we're finding lots of good things, but not the ones we want. We're going to give 1 more reroll and give up. But yeah, I need another poison tripler. I need 2 or 3 of those. The rewards aren't super exciting. We'll take another blockmaster, retain up to 25% of your block. We'll retain up to 50% of our block now. Our HP is below 50, so we do need to keep a bit of an eye on that. Other than that, we're going to keep poisoning. The one in the center didn't get poisoned. Not sure why. But it also does not matter at all. They are actually going to start hitting us with quite a bit of damage though. Like we have 90 shield, they're going to take away most of it. Still, I should probably also pay attention to the damage incoming. That sounds like something that would be wise. But what's also wise is just hitting them with poison endlessly too. And I just can't resist grabbing all the gold stuff. Idiot 1 has died, so it's only the 2 at the rear now. And they'll meet the same fate. The poison will just keep going up and up and up at an enormous rate. The flask is up to 153. Let's throw some more damage in there. So he's going to die. He's going to die in a few turns. We're just going to skip till he's dead. I can't be bothered to wait. There's a recycling bin. We don't want that. I want more poison multipliers. That's all I want. We're going to fight Blobly, but not before visiting Grandmother to pick up, I think that should be 30 HP, which is making me feel a lot better. And then we'll hopefully find something fun out of here. Whenever an enemy dies with 10 or more stacks of poison, gain 5 coins. All right, we're going to be gaining 10 coins every time the enemies die from poison. He's going to fly at me for 80 damage. So our poison would not actually be enough to block all that. So I'm starting to see where this build might have some limitations, considering we have no shield in the machine at all. Luckily, I have a plan. We're just going to out-damage him, and we actually got away with that. So he's got 2,800 poison damage, so he's dead. I don't really love any of these rewards. We're going to need something big at this point. We'll take more poisonous weapons. We're just going to add more poison damage to enemies. That doesn't really benefit me at this point, but it doesn't have to. I want to defeat this frog, so we're going to see if we can get just that blast by itself. There we go. So it's going to be 60, 180 poison, plus a little extra. And that just feels right. And every time we hit them now, even with these regular knives, we're adding 10 poison per knife. So that's just going to add up to stupid amounts as well. Now, if we were able to shrink them or magnetize them, we would absolutely decimate them. But then again, we already are, so it's kind of silly anyway. They're all just dying to poison, no matter what we do. And there's more for the rear enemy. You know, we're probably just going to skip turn. That's a lot of damage still. Yeah, they're going to start punching through my shield. So I'm actually going to have to start strategizing a bit again, or throwing the Toxicarl Flask at them. That would also be work to eliminate. So he's going to die, and the shield left over, yeah, we'll be fine with this. Because we retained so much of our shield. Oh, he didn't die. Okay, that's okay. We keep throwing more poison at them. It's worked up to this point, it's still going to work. 108 poison. Gotta work its magic. The rear idiot has 72 poison. 89 shield, though. They get so strong so quick. So one more skip turn, and the sword and shield are doomed. Glass cleaner's interesting. All glass items inside a radius are used an additional time when collected. Apparently poison grenades are glass. Is that right? Yep. Okay, interesting. All of our items are glass. Oh, that's so fun. And our triple poison flask is also that. So we definitely want that. So we can go triple poison on a single one of those. Okay, we're going to try and grab the rare mystery chest this time. And be very satisfied with what's inside of it, obviously. Gauntlet. Gain 2 block every time you use an item. No. But we get another try. I think I can actually get that out of there. Nope. Squeezed it out. Okay, so that's getting doubled because it's glass. Those should all get doubled because they're glass. 53 damage coming our way. That's very interesting. That's going to, yeah, that's really going to be a game changer for us depending on what's close to it. So with a little luck, it'll land in just the right spot and we'll get like stupid numbers of poison on certain enemies. Okay, it's going to be one of these battles, is it? I'm just going to grab whatever then. I don't want to actually die. Okay, everything there was close to the radius, so there's lots of poison for them. I don't know, we'll grab, say, right here. I don't remember what it looked like before the poison. Well, we grabbed another one of those. There's quite a bit of damage coming. I wasn't watching where things dropped again. Should really start paying attention to that. Well, Squid Pope is going to die. Oh, especially now. All right, well, that gave him 430 poison. We're taking a little bit of damage, but I think we're okay overall. Yeah, eat poison grenades, stupids. Were those also doubled? I don't know. He went up to 136 poison, so he got a lot, whatever the case. Even the alligator at the rear, 49. Actually, the alligator will just straight up die. We are taking a bit of damage, but there's not much we can do about that. We got a lot of money from that. Ooh, we can upgrade an item, though. I've got a pretty good one in mind. Oh, we can't upgrade the window cleaner thing. That's okay. We'll upgrade the poison grenade. And what do we want to throw away, if anything? What's that made out of? You're made out of metal, so maybe we don't want you anymore.
Oh, we can't afford to shred that anyway. That's real expensive.
Okay, we're going to fight Squidward here. Hopefully things land in the right spot for a good, quick battle. We're going to Gramus after this, aren't we? So, yeah, we might as well indulge a little. That's a lot of spikes. That's not so bad. We'll get lots of heals. Yeah, there's a pretty good cluster here I can sort of grab into. I think I get 3. Or we'll settle for 2. Okay, good. The Toxicarl Flask landed close to that, so that's a start. We very professionally scooped that up, so that should go off 3 times now. So 500 poison damage already. The poison tripler is down there. I wasn't able to fish it out by itself, but that's still enough to one-shot the boss, I think. Yep, sure did. Regenerate 1 health when you deal damage. I think I'm actually going to take that. Simply because things are getting so stupidly strong. I wish that had a bigger radius. Because I feel like we could really be doing good with it. Oh, that was the tripler, wasn't it? That's okay. I think we're doing just fine anyways. There's plenty of poison to go around. They're starting to do so much damage. Like there's 65 and that's not even a strong turn. Plus the bomb is going to go off and deal a lot of damage. So if we get this by itself. Oh, we also flung that out. That's good. So this will deal plenty of poison to everyone. Sort of really got to try and get rid of the cat. But this isn't really going to work. We need to do 74 damage and these only do 7 each. Maybe the bomb won't go off on this turn? Nope, the bomb went off. Oh, we blocked most of it anyway. And here I was worrying. These guys are annoying. There's also a huge amount of poison damage coming off of him. So we are going to go ahead and eliminate him immediately with 400 poison damage. Goodbye. Lots of money. There's another rare gauntlet. Still not the thing we're looking for. I want 1 free reroll when selecting a reward. These guys are actually going to throw 110 damage at me. So I want to grab that by itself if I can. Well, that's fine. That's still going to go off several times, so he's dead. So that eliminates 60 damage. So now I just need to make sure everyone's poisoned adequately, and then we're going to get shield. Covered our bases. This is a very strange build, but we're still squeaking by. The poison trippler's in the corner. I meant to get the shuriken with it, or without it. That way I can grab that by itself. But I can fish it out now, I suppose. It's little difference. So he's up to 60 poison. Is that going to cleanse him? I think that might actually cleanse all the poison anyway. Maybe though the poison will hit first and then he'll cleanse. Careful. Yep. And then it's just squeeze it up. It's all about the confidence. So 526 poison for him. He dead. We've used our free reroll. We're into other rolls. There was a shield that might have been smart to pick up. Not rerolling for 50, and this one. Okay, we're going to fight the bee because I don't care if it sticks all of our stuff together. Rare item on top, ish. Maybe hook that in there. Sort of, yep, good enough for me. On second thought, no thanks. Healing flask, well, whatever. I think if there's something going to hit us enough to kill us, we're simply dead. We're not going to be able to heal from it. It'll one-shot us. Now we fight the bee thing. Ooh, that's good. That is right there. Triples the poison enemy, and that's going to go off twice. So we definitely need this. Yep, good. So far, so good. Because that's going to go off twice. 344 poison. I need this flask by itself. Carefully, carefully. Think I got it. Okay, good. So that's going to go off big time. So that put him up to 9,300 poison damage. I got an achievement for that. Deal 5,000 damage or more with a single attack. Oh, here's something that'll help me as well. At the start of each fight, apply 3 poison to all enemies. We finally got this suspicious green rod. That poison damage definitely felt good. So they all start poisoned. They're going to hit for a lot of damage. I just got to kill these guys. They're getting too strong. So he's going to die officially. So I don't know. We'll just stack up some poison on everyone else for now. They're hitting for so much damage. That's okay. Is that the poison tripler? Well, I guess if I scoop that all up together, it doesn't really matter. So I want to try and grab that actually. He's only got 27, but he's going to go triple. Oh, he's only going to happen twice though, because I picked it up with the other thing. Yeah, that was stupid of me. So we're going to need to add some poison, but if we're hitting him, we're going to get a little bit of HP back as well. Not much, but some. Oh, the one in behind is going to start dealing some poison damage to us too. So that's not super great. Kind of wish I had a little more tripling capacity now. I kind of screwed this fight up. That's not much HP. We actually died. But we did like 10,000 damage to the boss. That felt like way longer than 2 hours. But for some perspective, we did like 10,000 damage to the boss. Our total damage dealt was 30. 1/3 of our entire damage was from one hit to the boss.